What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap Show, UFC 274. It's right here, right now. I cannot wait. Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje. And then we got another championship fight. Namajunas versus Carla Esparza. I can't wait for this fight. Yes, this is a rematch from a past fight back in 2014. I cannot wait. I'm rooting for Rose, a.k.a. the Thug. I cannot wait. But first and foremost, for Charles Oliveira, I cannot believe what happened. He just got stripped his belt because he came in overweight by 0.5. Yes, this is crazy. Life is a game of inches, and I cannot believe it. The UFC is going to strip his belt and say Charles Oliveira does beat Justin Gaethje, in which I do think is a highly a possibility. I mean, it's going to be vacant right now. You know, they're going to vacate it for the moment, but I just think for Charles Oliveira, why come into this like this? This is not a good look, and I was going heavy on Charles at first, but once this came out, you know, and he went overweight, and they stripped him of his lightweight title. It's crazy, dude. The lightweight title is stripped right now. So I think for Gaethje right now, coming into this fight, he's like, dude, this is great for me. You know, he stripped his belt. He's coming in overweight. Maybe he didn't have a good training camp. Justin Gaethje, we found out his most recent fight was one of the best fights we've ever seen. You know, definitely fight of the year last year in 2021 against Michael Chandler, and that was an insane fight. And Michael Chandler's on this same card as well. He's fighting Tony Ferguson, and that's going to be another epic fight. Shout out to Tony Ferguson, a legend in the UFC. He's paved the way for a lot of the young fighters coming in today. But, you know, back to the main event, you know, for Charles Oliveira, I can't believe it. Now, who would I throw money on? I'll probably throw it on Charles. Why? Because he has better wrestling. I think he's a better overall fighter. Now, for Justin Gaethje, if he wants to win this fight, he's got to keep it standing. You cannot get on the ground with Charles. You just can't do it. You'll get ate up. So I think for Gaethje, he's got to keep his distance, stand up, and throw this leg kicks. And we watch Justin Gaethje, and really we understand that he has one of the best leg kicks we've seen in any UFC fighter. And he'll tag the leg, tag their inner thighs. You know, for Gaethje, he's got to go at that. He's got to attack Charles, and I think he's got to get him out of his comfort zone. You know, stuff the takedowns. I think for Charles, you got to get him down. You know, control the fight. That's what Charles Oliveira is really great at. You know, in his UFC career, he's 32-8 with one contest. And right now, Charles Oliveira, he's on a 10-fight win streak, dude. This is insane, dude. 10-fight win streak. He's dominating. So I'm going to go the hot hand and go Charles Oliveira over Justin Gaethje in a close one. Although I do want to see Gaethje win. You know, we see Gaethje's 23-3 in the UFC. He lost to Khabib, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters the UFC's ever seen. And then Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez. You know, we saw what McGregor did to Eddie and Dustin Poirier in that first fight. But I just think, you know, these losses, Gaethje, he's learned from that. Especially the Khabib fight. You know, Khabib's a different animal, and Gaethje really learned that. I just think in this fight, he's got to use all those things that he learned in those fights that he lost and bring it to this fight right here. And I think for Gaethje, yes, it's a high possibility that he can win this fight. I think by, you know, really he's more strong. His punches are stronger. And I think, like I said, his leg kicks, Gaethje's got to mix it up here. Got to mix the leg kicks with the hooks. He's just got to mix it up. And that's what Gaethje has to do, and really to come on top. And don't let him take you down. But I think Charles Oliveira is going to get the job done. I really do. I can't wait for this fight. I think it's going to be great. But 155 pounds, Charles Oliveira weighed in at 155.5. Just 0.5 away. Now your belt's stripped. You're going to have to win two fights in a row, probably, or three to get that belt back. You know, is Charles Oliveira hanging really down on himself? Probably, dude. I mean, 0.5 off, and they're going to strip your belt. You know, understanding the contract, all the rules, you got to make weight, dude. This is a title fight here. This is the lightweight title fight at 155, dude. There's no joke. You know, you can't just, you know, stay relaxed one day or whatever the case is. Whatever happened to Charles Oliveira to make him go overweight by 0.5, it's crazy. but just stripped right now. But I'm still going Charles Oliveira in a close one versus Justin Gaethje because he's on a 10-fight win streak and he is the champion in my eyes right now. Although yes, they did strip him right because of the way of the weigh-in. But at the end of the day, Charles Oliveira, he's the champion in my eyes and a lot of other eyes. So I'm gonna go Charles Oliveira in a close one. I want to see Gaethje really pull it out. And then we got the strawweight title holder. Shout out to Rose, aka Thug Rose. I love this girl. I think she's really great for the sport, and she's fighting one of her, nemesis right here. Carla, I'm telling you what, she's a dog. She's 19-6. She's the number one contender right now. She's deserved it. This fight, they rematched. This was a long time ago when they first matched up. This was back in 2014, dude. This was on the Ultimate Fighter, and we saw Rose really get dominated in this fight. And I think for Carla, her mission is to really take her down. Take Rose down, and that's what she did in the first fight, and she rear naked choked Rose to tap out, and really she won the Ultimate Fighter, so this chick, man, I'm telling you, Carla is no joke, dude. I'm telling you what, she can bring it, dude. She's a great wrestler, and that's what she's going to try to do. I mean, she's going to try to take Rose down at will, and I think Rose, she's got to understand that, look, I got to stuff these takedowns. Okay, I might lose round 1 or 2, whatever the case, but the championship rounds 3, 4, and 5, dude, in the late rounds, Rose has got to come on. And that's what she's been doing her past recent fights. She's 12-5 right now. She's the current strawweight champion. And Carla, I'm telling you, dude, this chick, dude, she's no joke. And I think this could very well be an upset, but I still got to go Rose. I got to pick Rose in this one. I think she's going to get it done. She's got to mix up the strikes. And I think that's what Rose really's improved in the past 2 years in the UFC's her strike game, her really able to stand differences between her opponents and all that. So I like what she's doing right now, but I'm telling you, Carla is no joke. And I think, what's going to happen here is if Carla's going to win this fight, it's going to be because she's going to be continuing to take Rose down through the whole fight. But for Rose to win this fight, don't let her take you down. Play your game. Stand up. Outsmart her on feet. And I think Rose is going to handle business. So I'm going to go Thug Rose on this one. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if she does get upset. Like I said, I mean, they know each other. This is back in 2014, okay? And they know what's going on, and they remember that fight. They probably remember every second. They probably watch it to this day to critique and learn different things of what they did right and did wrong. So I can't wait for this fight, but I'm going to go Thug Rose in this matchup. I cannot wait. And then we got Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson, 26-6 in the UFC. He's a legend. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Michael Chandler, 22-7 in his UFC career, coming over from Bellator. I just think for Michael Chandler, dude, he's a dog, dude. And we saw him against Justin Gaethje, and really, I thought that fight probably was a 50-50 fight, meaning it should have been, really a draw. I thought it was a no contest, or not a no contest, but a draw. Meaning both of them scored on the same level playing field. And yes, Michael Chandler did get dropped against Justin Gaethje. I get all that, but looking at the bigger picture, man, Michael Chandler, he's a fan favorite here. And I'm going to go Michael Chandler over Tony Ferguson. I think Tony Ferguson, look, he's towards the end of his career in the UFC, and I think, he's really hanging on to the last thread. Yes, we will see some, he's a dog and all this, but I think old age is catching up to Tony Ferguson. I love Tony Ferguson, man. I'm one of the biggest Tony Ferguson fans, but I just think right now what Michael Chandler has to all the tools right now, I think Michael Chandler going into the wrestling, mixing it up here, I think this is going to be an epic fight. I really do. I mean, I probably lean more towards Michael Chandler. He's been more active. He looked like the better fighter the past year than Tony Ferguson, dude. 26-6 right now. I just think for Ferguson, he's on a 3-fight win streak. I think, the end is near for him. I truly do. I think the prime Tony Ferguson is definitely in the past, okay? We can all agree to that and say, Tony Ferguson's not the same fighter as he used to be. He's just not. He's not as quick. He's not explosive anymore. So I'm going to go Michael Chandler. I think Michael Chandler's going to get in there, and I think he's going to knock him out. I really do. I think Chandler's power and his ability to just continue to push and push and push. Now, I will say, Michael Chandler's one of his weaknesses is his cardio. We saw him get a little tired in the Gaethje foul, but we could say Gaethje and Chandler got both tired. They both got tired, but I just think for Chandler, his hands started to get down in that third round against Gaethje, where Gaethje kind of opened up on his face. But other than that, it was just like Michael Chandler, at some point in that Gaethje fight, he just let him hit him, dude. And that was one of the coolest moments I've seen in the UFC besides the Max Holloway where he looked away. Okay, that was insane. But what Michael Chandler did against Gaethje, where it was like just let him hit him a couple times in the face, I was just like, oh my gosh, Michael Chandler is not human, dude. Like, this is crazy, man. This is a madman, and he's wanting to get hit in the face, and he's not scared. He's not scared at all. So I think what this guy does, man, I got Michael Chandler in this matchup. This is really a coin flip fight, but I like Michael Chandler. I like a.k.a. Thug Rose. And then obviously I like Charles Oliveira. I think, a lot of people underestimate him. I've underestimated him last year. I just think what he's got going right now, and I get it. Yes, the title stripped, the overweight coming in. Yes, that is the disadvantage. But I think at the end of the day, Charles Oliveira gets the job done on the ground. Now, if Gaethje wants to win this fight, and come on as top dog, he's got to stand with him and knock him out on feet. And then I got Cowboy down. I got Cowboy Cerrone with the win as well towards the end of his career. Shout out to Cowboy Cerrone. What a career. But, he's still fighting, dude. It's amazing, dude. He's had so many fights in the UFC. It's crazy, dude. When is Cowboy going to retire? I don't know, but I'm rooting for Cowboy. Michael Chandler, Rose, and then we got Charles Oliveira, baby. You guys throw some money. Run deep this weekend. It's the UFC. It's the Clyde with Cab show. Let's go!